Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So glad you stopped by. Today we are going to be talking about Coolsculpting, which is super exciting for you guys, not super exciting for me. I'm sure that you can tell by the thumbnail that I did not have quite a positive experience. Now I did take that thumbnail a while ago, but it's not clickbait. I was crying because of the news that I found out about my Coolsculpting, which may seem stupid to a lot of people, but I thought I would just make a whole video about it because when I was looking for like reviews and stuff about Coolsculpting, it was either one uploaded by someone who got it for free or somebody who never showed the results or didn't wait long enough. So I thought I would film a video for all of you guys who are in the same shoes that I was in, curious about Coolsculpting, not really knowing if it works, how much it costs, what the side effects might be, and if it's worth it, essentially. So I thought I would film a video for you guys about it because, well, let's just get into it. So let's just get into it. So the first thing that everyone is probably wondering is, what is Coolsculpting? Now I have my laptop here, it's right here. And I also have my little notebook of everything that I have written down. I also have left this lovely spot over here for the screenshots that I'm gonna put in the video. But I'm just gonna read real fast what exactly Coolsculpting is from my laptop. I don't want to explain it to anybody. So Coolsculpting is essentially freezing the fat off of your body. So here it says, how does it work? It says it works by placing a roll of fat into two panels that cool the fat to a freezing temperature. The researchers found that I don't know how to say this word, but that's essentially what it is, reduced the fat layer by as much as 25%. The results were still present 6 months after the treatment. Frozen dead fat cells are excreted out of the body through the liver within several weeks of treatment, revealing full results of fat loss within 3 months. Okay, so I found this really intriguing. So I first heard about Coolsculpting years ago. I don't know exactly how long it was, but it was when Tati Westbrook, Glam Life Guru, she posted her review on Coolsculpting, and I just watched it as like a subscriber and I thought it was cool. I went back and I watched it and I found out that she was sponsored and she did get it for free, but I didn't know that beforehand, and I just thought, oh my gosh, she likes it, it works, whatever, let me do it. So anyway, I've struggled with fat loss or just like my self-image for like forever. Always. And I'm a skinny person. Like my arms are tiny, my legs are tiny, my stomach is not tiny. And I'm not saying I'm fat by any means. I don't want anyone to think that that's what I'm saying. I've just always had a pudge on my stomach that I've just wanted to get off for a very long time. So I thought, okay, like there's not that much there. So Coolsculpting I think would be a good fit for me because it's not like liposuction, it's not invasive, there's almost zero downtime to it, and they say it doesn't hurt. It really depends on your tolerance level, but it's fairly painless, and it's supposed to last forever. So I thought that Coolsculpting would just be a better option for me over liposuction because I originally did not want to tell anybody that I was getting it done. I kept it very private. I only told my boyfriend and one of my friends. I was kind of insecure about it. I didn't really want to tell everybody that I was getting this fat reducing procedure done. But I thought it would be informative for people who are curious about it to make this video, so I am here making this video. But the first thing that I did, I went to 2 different places near me and I got a consultation. Usually the consultations are free, so I went to this plastic surgery place in Nashville. I got a consultation there. It was gonna be pretty expensive, so I went to another place, and this place, this is where I got it done. They are fantastic. I just want to put that out there that I love the salon that I went to. I will not be naming it in this video, but I really did enjoy my experience at the salon, and I'll tell you guys why. But so I went in there, and what they do essentially is you like lift up your shirt and they mark you and like put little applicator stencils, I guess, on your areas to see like how many applicators they're gonna need, because they charge per applicator. So they do all of that. They mark you up to see like exactly how much you're gonna be paying. So I went in and I did that. Then we decided that I would need about 7 applicators because I wanted to do my, like the bottom part of my abdomen. So we went like this with 2, and then I wanted to do both of my flanks. And if you don't know what a flank is, it's on the side of your body. It's kind of like those love handles that you have. That is a flank. So I wanted to do both of those. We did decide that my left flank was a little bigger than my right. So for my first session, we did 3 applications. We did the 2 on my lower abdomen, crisscrossed like this, as well as 1 on my left flank. And then on my second session, I came back a month later to do a second session. I did 1 on each of my flanks, and then I did 1 on my lower abdomen, just 1, and 1 on my upper abdomen. So that is, I got 7 applicators total, which came out to $4,145.75. So that is going to vary by where you go, what state you live in, the salon, things like that. So that's how much I paid for 7 applicators. Typically, I think most salons do this. The more you buy, the cheaper each applicator is. So you can take that as you will. You do pay for everything up front. So you do your first session, you pay for the whole thing up front, and then you come back for your second and you don't pay, obviously. So going in to get my first session done, they told me that I needed to eat some food. So I ate some food before I went in. The place that I went, they only had 1 Coolsculpting machine, which means you can do only 1 applicator at a time. Some places have multiple different ones. The first place that I went to had 2, so they were able to do 2 at the same time. But whatever, it is what it is. She took all my measurements. She took pictures of me from before. They give you like these fun little shorts to wear. I'm sorry I didn't take any footage like when I was actually getting it done because I was not planning on publicizing any of this. But they give you like some little shorts to wear. They're like kind of papery. And then after you take all of your measurements and your pictures and everything, then you kind of get cozy in this chair. It's kind of like a dentist chair. You like just lean back. It's cozy. And then what they do essentially is they wipe down the area that you're going to be using the applicator on with like alcohol. It's like an alcohol prep pad. And then they take this like gooey thing. I don't even know what it is, but it's like a layer and like a gel layer or something, and they massage it, and it's full of like this like sticky liquid, like a gel. It's very saturated in it, and they lay it over the area that you're getting Coolsculpted. So this little gel is a barrier between your skin and the applicator so that it doesn't burn your skin while it's freezing your vat. So they put that on, and then they put the applicator on. They position it where it needs to be, and then they strap you in. You lay down, you get comfortable, and then they turn the machine on. The machine, it's okay, so it's not painless, but it's really not terrible. I feel like I have a fairly high pain tolerance, so it wasn't bad for me, but I did obviously feel it a little bit, like it's freezing your skin, so you're gonna feel something. For the first 5 minutes, it was definitely tingly. You could definitely feel it. But after about the 6-minute mark, it's numb. Like, you can't feel anything anymore. So I just sat back. I watched Netflix. They had a TV in front of me. Just watched my show. The worst part, for me anyway, was when they come back after 35 minutes. Also a disclaimer, a bunch of different places have different times. Some people do it for 60 minutes, some people do it for 40, some people do it for 35. I did mine for 35 minutes. But anyway, so she came and she took the applicator off, and it reveals this lovely looking like lump. It's like a Twinkie, like a stick of butter or something, where the applicator had suctioned my skin to freeze it. So the next step is to massage it out. So they put a lot of lotion on their hands and they massage it for about 10 minutes. And it hurts. It hurts so bad because your skin has just been frozen and it's now warming up back to room temperature. So it's all like tingly, and then someone's like kneading it. They do have to knead it. It's a very important part of the process. It breaks up the fat that's been frozen so that you can then pee or poop it out. I know it's not like super cool to hear, or the process, I guess, but essentially you get rid of it through your waste. Now it's not something that you're gonna see. It's not like you're gonna take a poop and then you're gonna see like your fat in there. Like, you don't notice it. But, so we did that for all 3. And then my second time that I went, I did see some really good results. I'll put the pictures up here. My results when I went in for my second session were really good. Granted, the second time I did not eat beforehand, which they do tell you to eat beforehand, and I completely forgot. So I was a little bit skinnier, but the major thing, please eat beforehand. If you're gonna do this, please just eat something, because my body was not used to like having that much strain on it. So after the first applicator on the second session, I almost passed out. Like, it wasn't painful or anything. It was just my body was like physically so drained. So props to the salon. The lady was so nice. She literally left and got me McDonald's to eat. She was so nice. I don't want anyone to like get mad at the salon because the salon was so nice. But yeah, so I did all 7 sessions, and then they tell you what to do during like the process that you're waiting to see results. This is the part where I think it is a scam. Like, if I had known this before I signed up and paid all this money, I probably would have not done it, because the number, like, there's 2 main things that the salon told me that I needed to do in order to see good results. The first one was to drink a lot of water, which makes sense because you're trying to flush the fat cells out of your system. So I was drinking lots of water, which is really good for you, by the way, and will make you lose weight without anything. Second, she told me to work out 5 days a week, which is great. Like, yes, you should work out 5 days a week and you'll lose weight. but you will lose weight working out 5 days a week, whether you do this session, like this Coolsculpting or not. So I was like, wait a second. I came to pay $4,000 to have you get rid of my fat so I don't have to go to the gym. And then I was told that I needed to go to the gym anyway, 5 days a week. 5 days. 5 days a week. So I obviously did not go 5 days a week. I tried to go as much as I could because I'm obviously paying all this money. I want it to work. So I went as much as I could, but like I said, the whole point of me going to pay somebody to remove my fat was so that I didn't have to go to the gym because I didn't have time and I hate going to the gym. So I tried my best to work out 5 days a week. I usually average like 2 to 3 times. But that is when I first started thinking like, this is weird, kind of scammy, because if someone's going to the gym 5 days a week, doing cardio for at least 30 minutes, you're going to lose fat. Like, you're going to lose it. So that's what kind of got me thinking, but I didn't think about it until way after I got everything done. But anyway, so they tell you that it takes about 3 months after your last session to see full results. So I got my first session done in November, the beginning of November. I got my second session done in the beginning of December. And then I went back in March to get my final photos taken. I will insert all 3 pictures side by side right here. You guys take a look. Tell me what you think in the comments. But essentially, I look bigger in the last one than I did in the second one. Okay, so I did still look like I lost weight compared to the first photo, but compared to the second photo, I looked like I gained like volume. I did not gain any weight. So I was around 130 when I started. And then I weighed myself a couple of weeks ago at 133. So it's not like I've gained weight, but I've gained volume in my stomach area. So if that makes sense. When I say the word I've gained weight, I'm referring to like how I look. But anyway, so those are all of my progress photos that I took. I will insert another picture of the chart that I had, where it had all my measurements and things from each session. She did measure me each time, and it did look like I was losing volume in those areas that I had treated. Well, flashback to, I guess, 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's currently May 13th. So it was like the end of April. I was getting a little frustrated because I had gained a lot of volume. Like I looked a lot bigger than I was used to. And I did start dating somebody in this period that I got everything done. So I was like, oh, maybe it's like, happy weight, relationship, whatever. But then I was like, I've gained like a lot. Like you can see how much, like I couldn't even wear the new jeans that I bought. I bought all new jeans, all this new wardrobe when I started real estate that all fit me. They were a size 2. And they weren't fitting me anymore. I was like, am I like pregnant or something? And I was like, I mean, I'm obviously not. So I wasn't really concerned about that. But I was like, why am I like so much bigger than I was before? And I started noticing that on my abdomen and like my lower and upper abdomen, it was kind of like hard. And I was like, that's weird. Quite honestly, I was like, is this what a baby feels like? But it's not. It if you guys are wondering. But I was like, why is it so hard? If you can't tell, I'm like squeezing it right now. But I'm like, why is it so hard? And I messaged my lady at the salon and I told her, I was like, hey, I don't know what this is. The areas that I was treated are enlarged, like they're way bigger than they were before, and they're kind of hard when I touch them. Like, it's not like when you squeeze fat, it's pretty squishy, and when I squeeze my stomach, my abdomen, like it's not squishy. Like it's not rock solid, but it's not squeezable. So I was like a little bit concerned. So they tell you not to Google anything. They tell you to just contact them. Well, I Googled it, and there is this side effect, which I have pulled up here as well. It's called paradoxical adipose hyperplasia. It is essentially a rare side effect of Coolsculpting, that what it is essentially is that the fat cells that the applicator breaks up, it freezes so much that it destroys your fat cells. It tears them apart so that you can then dispose of them through your liver. So then the side effect is that these fat cells, they aren't completely destroyed enough, so they form back together and form this mass. It's like a hard lump of fat that is impossible to get rid of. So I was freaking out, obviously, and I'm texting this lady and I'm like, this is the situation, like this is what's happening. And she was like, okay, so you need to come in for a consultation. And we scheduled a consultation. The next day I got on the phone with Coolsculpting. I waited like 40 minutes to talk to somebody in customer service. All they told me was to check with my salon. They needed to file a report, which I already told her. I was like, she's sending my information to the medical board and I'll hear back from them soon. So the lady got all the information of the salon, the phone number and everything. And that was that. So I go in for my, I guess, fourth visit at this point, the consultation to look at like what the situation is. I told her, I was like, this is what I think it is. I Googled it. I know you told me not to Google it, but this is what it seems to be. And she was like, okay, let's take some pictures. Let's like measure everything. Well, I don't have my final photos. I can put in some photos. I don't know if I want to. I'm like super self-conscious about it. Like I was going to like stand up and show you guys, but I'm just like super embarrassed about it at this point. But I will show you guys the last revision of the paperwork that she did, where she did my last measurements and recorded them. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. Okay, so I have this picture that I'm gonna put here pulled up on my phone. And so my original weight on the above the belly button on my abdomen was 29.5 inches. When I went back for the consultation after I realized I had this weird side effect, she measured me in at 30.5 inches. So I had gained an inch from the first time that I had gone in. Then at my belly button, it was originally 33.25 inches, and then my fourth time measuring, it came in at 33.5. So I gained a 1/4 inch in the midsection from the first time before all my treatments. That's like I've gained since then. And then in my lower abdomen, where I had 3 applications, I was originally 34.5 inches. And then my fourth time going in to see everything, I measured in at 35.25 inches. So I had gained about an inch in mass there. Now, honestly, these aren't the worst numbers. Like, oh, Jay, like, what does it matter? You gained like an inch, whatever. Well, an inch is a lot in fat around your abdomen that you paid over $4,000 to remove. So if this had just been like regular weight gain where I was just eating a lot or I just wasn't working out, then it wouldn't be a huge deal because I could just work it off. Well, this condition, which they claim is 1 in every 50,000, I don't believe that. I think that it is more common than they say it is. But this condition is impossible to reverse unless you have liposuction, which is what I was trying to avoid in the first place. So that's definitely a bummer. I was definitely very upset when I found out that this is what it was. This is what the salon confirmed that it was. I don't have all the information as of what's going to happen as of now, but we have been in contact with the Coolsculpting medical board. They've sent in all my photos. The lady at the salon did let them know that that is what she believes it is. Since I haven't gained weight, like my weight has stayed essentially the same, other than like a regular fluctuation of like 5 pounds. But my mass, like volume, has changed drastically. So she has agreed that that's what it is. She submitted it to their medical board. She did call me, I think 4 days ago, something like that. And she did say that it could take up to 90 days for the medical board to approve it as what it is. And then they would be in contact with me. Their insurance company would be in contact with me to figure out treatment. So that's what I'm hoping for, is that they're going to cover the costs of getting it fixed, because I'm sure everyone knows that liposuction is expensive. It is comparable to the amount of Coolsculpting, actually. So I'm a little bummed that now I have to go and get liposuction to get rid of this when I could have just gotten liposuction in the first place. If you are considering doing Coolsculpting versus liposuction, I was afraid to tell people that I was getting work done. I was very, very self-conscious about it. I knew a lot of people would judge me for it, especially the people I was living with at the time. But, you know, who cares? But that's why I chose Coolsculpting, because it was 0 downtime. It was non-invasive, but now I have this horrible side effect that I can't get rid of without liposuction. So I'm just in this like state of, I just hope that their insurance is going to look at my case and say, oh, we did kind of mess her up, like let's pay to get it fixed, because if not, then I either have to just live with it or pay more money to get it fixed. So if you're considering getting liposuction or Coolsculpting, I really, 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 really recommend just going to get liposuction. It is a guaranteed fat loss remedy. And it is price comparable. Like, if Coolsculpting was so much cheaper, I would understand why people gravitate towards that more. But really the only upper hand for Coolsculpting is that it's non-invasive with 0 downtime. But liposuction, it is invasive, it's an open surgery, but you're guaranteed results, the results that you want, and the downtime is maybe a week at most, depending on how you heal, how much weight you went in there with. But yeah, so I will update you guys on my situation, on if Coolsculpting decides to cover my liposuction treatment. I really hope that they do, because if not, I will be making another video probably on my main channel with more subscribers. But as of right now, I'm just kind of hoping that they do the right thing. It's fairly obvious that I have this rare side effect that they claim. And I feel that if they think it's so rare, that they should cover the cost of me getting it fixed, because at this point I have paid $4,100 to gain volume. But that is my story about Coolsculpting and why I think that you should not get it. So I guess, I mean, this is a review. I know this was all over the place, but I hope that it makes sense. I hope that you guys watched the whole thing. But yeah, I will update you guys if you guys are interested in whatever happens. If you guys blow this up, hopefully Coolsculpting will see it and be able to like bump my case up to the top, because they did say it was going to take 90 days. The only other thing that I'm concerned about is that what I've read online is when you do have this hyperplasia, is you have to wait like 6 to 9 months for your fat cells to loosen up enough to get it liposuctioned out. Now my fat's not like solid, but it is firm. So I've been massaging it like every day, and I'm just hoping that I don't have to wait a super long time to get it fixed, because I have a lot of vacations planned. I have always already been super self-conscious of my body, and this is not helping. So, yeah, so that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it was informative for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed my result photos. I know a lot of people do not post their results in the videos, and they tell you to come back later. So I just wanted to have everything in one spot. I did wait this whole time. It's obviously May. I had my first session in November. So I have seen whatever's gonna happen has happened. I'm currently still gaining, which is unfortunate. I seem to gain a little bit more volume every day, so that's great. But yeah, I hope that this was informative for you guys, and yeah, please don't feel like I'm telling you guys to go and get either Coolsculpting or liposuction. It is really a personal choice. I don't think anybody needs it. It's just what makes you feel better personally. That's why I got it done. It's just something that I've been self-conscious about since like forever. So I thought that it would be a fun little, not fun, but a cool thing to kind of make my self-esteem grow a little bit. It has done the opposite. So I'll let you guys know if I end up getting liposuction, and if I do, I will try and document that process for anyone that's curious. And I guess what's cool about it is that I am a content creator, so I can film both of the processes, kind of let you guys know which one's better. I think I'd have a clear winner, but I still haven't done the liposuction, so I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I try and post real estate videos, lifestyle videos, budgeting videos, and vlogs of my life, because I am a real estate agent in Nashville, Tennessee. Some people call it Nash Vegas. It is growing quite fast. And I also have 4 birds that oh my goodness, I don't have 4 birds. I have 3 birds. I have 3 birds that I love so dearly, and I would love to incorporate them more in my vlogs and in my channel. So yeah, so hit subscribe if you haven't already. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you later. Bye.